So my question was, what is the methodology to develop the love, the same love that you have for yourself or your children, for everybody? Anybody who knows the methodology or has some idea about that, you can begin.
When one sees the other's action without any expectation, probably they will see the positiveness in that and they will start loving everyone as they do their kids or family members or self. Expectation-less approach will help them to love equally.
Yes, that is one method, but that's very difficult to foster because when you are in a relationship, whether at work or home, expectations sometimes are normal, right? Don't you feel that about the work being done or something that has to be done is not being done? Deal with that expectation not being met.
Okay, in certain areas, probably it will not work out, but mostly it will work out, I feel. Where you have the responsibility to carry out certain things, probably you may expect them to. I mean,
Yes.
you cannot be this detached there.
Yeah, very good point. So the responsibilities have to be met. That expectation from others that their responsibility have to be met is very, very important. Very good. Very good approach, actually. Yes. You're ready, Gayatri?
Yeah, I think what comes to mind is when I attended Isha's inner engineering, he said something about responsibility. He said that you are responsible for everything in and around you. Like you're responsible for everything and everybody in the world. It's a big thing. It is hard to achieve, but I think slowly it may take you in that direction. If you're
social connect will give that ownership or that extra when you are connecting yourself with the social life or connecting yourself with the surroundings. You also have the feeling of their emotions and their troubles. So with that, you may be more associated than and
developing more compassion by connection, right? Yeah, good. Because only when you know a person personally, then probably you know their story, then you can connect better sometimes, right?
better.
Get involved. Okay, very good aspect.
If we ignore some aspects of the other people, like it, do not pay attention to their negativity, then we can connect more. His or her karma, kind of.
Yeah.
That's why he is doing.
Why should I
अपने
get
कर्म
affected because of their karma, right? That's what you meant?
अपने कर्म क्यों खराब करूं?
Hmm.
Keep continuing, like.
Very good aspect. Very good. Yeah. So it's their own journey. They are churning their own mind for whatever reason it is. I should
Yeah.
not get affected by that and give the same love and compassion to others, right?
I think you should love others the way you wanted to be loved by others. Just accept them as they are without any judgments.
If you just follow the right way to do things, just follow your dharma. That's like bring kindness into your heart, and then I think that would bring the love.
So by practicing gratitude for everybody and everything in your life, you can develop that love for. So all of your answers are very correct. So what I wrote is we have to go into the question itself. Okay. Are you more fond of people that belong to your family, religion, region, and or language, same language? And what is the methodology to expand your heart to feel the same love and compassion with every being? So the first part of the question answer is yes. Okay. We all are more fond of people that belong to what we identify as ours. We are all fond of that. It's your food, it's your culture, it's your religion, your race, or whatever. We like that because we belong to that. We feel it's ours, it's mine. So you can only have belongingness to things that you feel is yours. That's the first part that answers. Is that clear? Everybody feels the same way? It's natural. A goat will like to go with a goat, not with a sheep or a lion. A lion will like to go with a lion, not a sheep or a goat. Okay, so it's very simple. It's natural human tendency, basic survival instinct. We all like to be in herds, in a group, and we like feeling belongingness to that. Let's accept that. But we are human beings. We are not animals. So what is the methodology to expand your heart to feel the same love, compassion for every other being? When you start realizing there's no other, everything is mine. My daughter is my daughter. My daughter-in-law is also my daughter. My friend is same as my sister. When my colleague is same as somebody living in my house. When you start getting that realization gradually, then that duality ends there. And how? What is the methodology? The methodology is yoga and study of Vedanta, where you realize your own true nature because there's no others. It's only one self that is manifesting in different name and form. It comes with constantly being in yoga and studying and understanding and getting to that realization. It sounds very simple, but it takes many months, many years maybe, because all those conditioning of the mind, the religion, race, language, okay, type of people is a conditioning of the mind. A mind is conditioned to think like that from a very beginning of a childhood. And our yoga tells to go beyond mind, where mind ceases to identify. We are told to go beyond all the identification of this body and the mind. So more you live life in yoga, more you understand these scriptures, okay, and the methodology, the more you connect within. So our body and mind is like a fixed vessel. You've heard this from me before also. Our body and mind is like a fixed vessel. We cannot change our mind inside what has gone inside. It's like a trans fat, the thoughts and the feelings. It doesn't go anywhere out. So what you do, like in the olden days in villages, you've seen a earthen pot fixed in the ground and the water was filled in that pot to store the water, to preserve the water, right? So what happens if the water get dirty in that? You cannot just do like this to take the water out because it's fixed on the ground. Those ghadas, that vessels, those pots. What do? And they're also huge. You keep pouring good water on top, keep pouring good water on top, keep pouring the fresh water. And one day, one time, all the dirty water will come out, isn't it? So you don't focus on what conditioning you have in your mind, but keep doing your practices, And one day you will realize, oh my God, I'm being judgmental about this person because of this reason. Or I'm being jealous of my own brother because he bought a new home. That realization will come in gradually. Oh, I'm getting angry. The anger is coming in my mind right now. I'm getting upset because of his actions or her actions. That realization that's where you start catching yourself. That's where you start cleaning yourself and putting in good practices. So whenever you're disturbed or having any kind of negative feeling in your mind about others, you should start focusing more on your practices you've learned here. That is the process of putting that clean water into that fixed vessel. Never judge your own self also. Why am I thinking like that? Don't feel guilty about anything because mind will feel like that because we are conditioned to feel like that. So don't even judge your own self about your own mind. Why I'm feeling angry. It's okay to feel angry because right now the mind is at that state where mind gets affected by others' action. It's okay. Accept your mind the way it is, but don't stop your practices. Because if you stop your practices, you're not putting that clean water into your mind. So even somebody who's a drug addict or alcohol addict or criminal, they also have the ability to change themselves. I have treated criminals too. I was called as a physiotherapist at the Border Detention Center here in Toronto. Do I judge them, what they have done? Not at all. My job is to heal them, right? So heal yourself also. So any mind which has anger, jealousy, judgment, any kind of delusion about other people, don't judge yourself also. Just keep working on it and catch yourself. That's your training. Catch yourself. Oh my God, I'm feeling this way about this person. I should not be feeling. And that's where you catch. It's okay to feel, but I should not be feeling. I have to work on myself. It's okay. Let them live however they are. That's maturity of mind.
Archana, can I ask you one thing? So this is something that happened at work at a meeting where a senior person spoke to me in a tone that I didn't like and wasn't the best. So I want to give her the feedback, right? So she's kind of 2 levels higher. She's a VP, right? So I told my boss, like, I don't like tone because I want to stand up for myself, right? So is that wrong to give feedback to somebody and say, hey, by the way, I didn't like the way you spoke to me?
In a form, it's an ego, but at workplace, you have to create boundaries too. Whether workplace at home, doesn't matter. If your kids are rude to you, you have to show them the mirror. Hey, by the way, you're rude to me. Where it comes ego is that it actually affects you and not able to sleep.
Yeah, it didn't affect me. I just said I need to give her feedback so she doesn't do it again.
Yes, no, that was a good feedback. That's creating boundaries between relationships, whether at work, at home, or office, doesn't matter. So that's a good way, and especially if you're in a position where you're able to give the feedback, it's good actually. But that should not have affected you in any way that you felt agitated, your stomach got churned, or you felt like you losing your sleep. Then that means you're attached to that comment, that action.
Yeah. So I can tell you that in the past, this would have hurt me a lot and I would not have done anything and I would have just got upset and angry. But I think with this yoga classes, with all these discussions, I feel like so much stronger now that I say, I think she needs some feedback. So I actually told my boss, I'm going to give her some feedback. He said, don't worry, I'm going to talk to her. When I'm going to ask him, did you talk to her? Because I don't want people to think that they can talk to anybody anyway, right?
No, that's like disciplining kids. So what you did was right without getting affected in your mind. That was perfect. So you should be able to express yourself without getting any agitation. It happens a lot within the family. With kids also, it happens a lot. My daughter was very agitated yesterday for some reason, in school, and she was lashing out on me. And then she was expecting me to hurt her back. I just talked normally, okay, this and that. And gradually she came and, lay down beside me and then hugging me and then talking normally. And then my other daughter came up, said, what was happening? Why she was shouting? I said, it's gone. It's okay. So she was telling me, you're a bad mother. You don't set good example, all those things, blah, blah, blah. It went on escalating. She was shouting so much. Later today, I told her, no matter how you feel, whatever I do is good for you. Do you understand that? She said, yes. So there's a way to tell people without getting affected. So what you did was very good. Big round of applause for Gayatri.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else has any feedback or any changes they felt? Take out all your garbage here. Nobody will judge you because everybody's like that. You're not better than anybody, or nobody's better than you. I was also like that some years back. It's okay. We all evolve. It's an evolution of the mind. It's like when a 5-year-old child is like 2 foot, we don't say, oh my God, why are you small? He's evolving, right? He'll grow up. That's how our mind will also grow up.